This program is brought to you by Agio.
नमस्कार. आयच्या हेडोनात तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आज आमचे बरोबर असे गेस्ट आसात. म्हाका दिसता जे काँग्रेस MLAs म्हणटा पळय, विच इज बिकमिंग अ रेअर स्पिसीस दीज डेज, तातूंतली एक जाणी खूब काळजांतल्यान ते उलयले आफ्टर द डिफेक्शन, जेन्ना तांणी काँग्रेस हावसांतल्यान प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स घेतली. ही इज द यंग फेस ऑफ द पार्टी. ही हॅज अ बीग फ्युचर अहेड ऑफ हिम. पण सद्याक पक्षाची जी दशा जाल्या ती दशा आणि पक्षाचे भविष्य हाजे कडेन ते कशें पळयतात ते आमी जाणून घेतले. आमचे बरोबर आसात कुंकळचे काँग्रेसीचे आमदार युरी आलेमाव. युरी, वेलकम. सगळ्यात पयली गजाल, आय एम आस्किंग यू सम सिंपल स्ट्रेट क्वेश्चन. तूं कित्याक गेलो ना?
See, at the onset, Pramod Bab, I would like to say that it is very unfortunate that 8 guys defected from the Congress party. And if you look at it, I am very young. I am a first-time MLA. And for me, when we were given the mandate to be in the opposition, I respected people's mandate. We were given to sit in the opposition. And the BJP had the numbers 20 plus 7. They formed the government. So, my virtue of being in the opposition, my role was to highlight issues that were dear to my constituency, to Kunkolkars and the people of Goa. So, I didn't look at self-development. You know, currently if you look at it, I would term this as self-development. I am interested, आमकां उत्तर मुट्टें सारकें म्हाका दिसता एक राखपा जाय, उत्तर दिलें तें 5 वर्सां जेन्ना आमकां एक मॅन्डेट मेळटा, एंड द वोटर्स वर व्हेरी पर्टिक्युलर दॅट यू हॅव टू बी विथ अस. ऑपोजिशना राव, आमकां प्रॉब्लम ना, पूण काँग्रेस पार्टी सोडनाका. सो एंड डेफिनेटली इफ यू सी, आय फील दॅट द आयडेंटिटी ऑफ गोवा, if we, the party that we can protect it and will protect it in the future, is the Congress party.
But Yuri, everyone is disappointed with the Congress. So in spite of whatever widespread anger against this government and so many things that were spoken before the election, people were not willing to trust Congress precisely because of the history, the recent history, what happened after 2017. And now it is all the more difficult for people to even look at Congress. So why do you think that people like you can bring the party out of this mess?
See, I would like to tell you, Pramod, that today the Congress is a punching bag. Currently, with the current trend that is happening.
Don't you think Congress is responsible for it?
No, see, why is BJP not responsible for it? I feel BJP has created this. Who has engineered the split? Who has engineered the split? Why is this happening over the country? Is because the BJP doesn't want an opposition to function. They want, I believe, in the recently assembly sessions, we were very vocal. We raised a lot of issues. And this must have hurt this government. And definitely, there is no doubt that people are against the Congress, against their values, for what these defectors have done. I was surprised. It took me by surprise that this thing can still happen, because the Congress as a party is one of the oldest party. It is 137 years old. It has given Goa almost everything, special status, opinion polls, everything. People are with the Congress. MLA etle, MLA oitle. I don't think being an MLA or being in power is a permanent thing.
पण युवा, लोकांनी विश्वास कित्याक दवरचो? कारण ओके, तुम्ही सांगले लोकांक फाटले एक देवा माऱ्या वचून सोपूत घेतलो, सगळें केलें, आनी आज तुम्ही तर त्याच थंयच्यानच जर तुम्ही जर पलटी मारतात, नेक्स्ट टायम लोकांनी विश्वास कित्याचेर दवरप?
सी प्रमोद, देवाचे जेन्ना तूं उलयता, आय एम व्हेरी ओपन. आय एम स्पीकिंग फ्रॉम माय हार्ट. सी, सोपूत घेता आसतना हांव आसूं ना, हांव बॉम्बे आशिल्लो त्या दिसाक. there are basic principles taught to me with my religion that you should not take the name of the Lord in vain. But आज जेन्ना the party decided to bind these candidates to win the hearts of the people की एक affidavit गेले देवामुखार सोपूत गेलो. But I at that time had said that you can defy gravity, you can defy physics. How you can defy God? By speaking to God directly. Is that the answer? So that I feel the people will definitely जे defector आहले 10 to 7 एंका लोकांनी घोरधाडले. People don't mind being in the opposition. You have to perform, and the need of the hour today is that the opposition has to perform as one unit.
युरी बाब मग क्वेश्चन सेम आसा. लोकांनी काँग्रेसीचेर विश्वास कित्याक दवरचो?
See, काँग्रेसीचेर विश्वास at this particular time, it is too early for me to tell you, because I myself don't have an answer. I will not tell you that I would call God and ask for an answer. So definitely we will sit across and we will definitely, finally if you look at it, जेन्ना पयर मॅन्डेट जाली बीजेपीक जेन्ना एक 20 आमदार जाले, इफ यू लुक दे गॉट अबाउट 34% of the vote share. That resulted in 20 seats. The Congress got 11, out of which we've got about 24%. The RG party got about close to 10%, Aam Aadmi and various other parties. Now 66% of the people voted against this government. Why did they vote against this government? They definitely voted against this government. There is a people's sentiments are there with the Congress or are there as an opposition, I must say. And right now, why people should think about the Congress or why people should think about the BJP is not the question. Right now, what I see is the destruction that has been created by this government. Various environmental projects, may it be 3 linear projects, may it be MPT being coal transportation जाता. So ये सगळो मूव कोन म्हाका दिसता आत्मनिर्भर जातले काय स्वयंपूर्ण जातले गोंय हे सगळे मूव करून with this move or will these 8 defectors did what is their move now? They were just opposing it. So now आज सगळे पद जाले. So म्हाका तरी मुगे my parents have taught me certain principles and I'm proud of it. I remember in 2007 2004 पयलीं सांगता तुका मातशें 2004 जेन्ना मनोहर पर्रीकराचो सरकार आहलो आनी त्या वेळार हांव एक भुरगो आहलो. I was very young, but I was always connected with my father, Yuri Alemao. And at that time, there was a move that started at my residence to dislodge Manohar Parrikar government. But what was the sentiment of the MLAs? That there was a communal thing that was created at that time. And people from power came to the opposition and a government was formed. 2007 same opportunities Digambar Kamadato Sarkar दोन पुसा बाब जोखीम आलेमावान राखलोलो. These are facts. You can confirm these are facts. At that particular time, we have to remember these facts. कि लोकां की जाय लोकां आज की जाय कि बाबा अपना जी मार्गायत जाल्या जे
but the point is, if your MLAs are not ready to stay in opposition, how are you going to raise these issues? Don't you think you'll end up becoming a lone voice in the Congress?
See, whether I will be a lone voice, see, I would defer to say that I believe that it takes a lot. It takes a lot, and I at the same time give my colleagues Elton DeCosta and Dr. Carlos, Advocate Carlos Ferreira, the credit as well, because today we have stayed united. We have showed that we are.
Were you approached?
See, I was approached, but I declined it at the onset. I said I am not interested. I will sit at home. If my supporters feel that development जावपाक जाय आनी कितें जावपाक जाय, that is not why they voted for me. They voted for me to fight for their rights. And I have told them very specifically, and if it was me, I would rather resign and go, rather than taking this step. Rather resign, face the electorate and then go, rather than taking such a step.
Whose defection shocked you the most?
No, see, it was always always said that 5 guys are resigning first. My 6 jana group zala, 8 jana group zala, 9 jana group zala. And sign malya, 10 sign malya. These were all floating. All these rumors were floating. So, to be honest, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by all these. It was expected. I'm not shocked at all. These things happen. But definitely we need to look the way forward. For me, it is not the defection. It is primarily to fight for Goa and Goans at large. Today I have a role and my colleagues have a role. We said that together as a united opposition with other Amge Vijay aha, Zao Wenzi aha, Cruz aha, Viresh aha, they are all very vocal. And with my party colleagues, I am quite sure that we will be very vociferous. It is not necessary that, if you could see.
So you are not necessarily looking at an opposition space, a Congress space, but now you are accommodating everybody else.
The Congress is the single largest party still. It is still the single largest party. There is no doubt about it. And the Congress will play the role of the principal opposition party. There is no doubt about it. But across political and party lines, we need to think what is in the interest of the state.
Do you believe that all of you need to come together as an opposition, considering what happened in the last election?
Definitely, yes. I do believe.
So you are going to pitch for united opposition?
Yes, definitely, yes. But you have to also be realistic. You can't say that you are going to contest all the 40 seats.
Yes.
How can you then? You have to be realistic. You have to look at the numbers. There has to be some scientific approach, because the mantra of the BJP is divide and rule. They sold a narrative. And which was to the people that, see, we didn't get a clear mandate. The answer to this or the defections or whatever is the people have to give a clear mandate, maybe 20, 21 seats. We have to get a clear mandate. Then these things can be stopped.
No, you have the lokancha's prashna, and you can. I'm not criticizing you or blaming you, because you have taken a very, very good decision of staying with your party.
Yeah.
Defection is never good for democracy. It is never good for society or socio-political landscape of any state. But सदांच हो मुद्दो येता की काँग्रेसीचेच आमदार कित्याक फुटतात, बाकीच्यांचे कित्याक फुटनात. आता नॅशनली सगळे जाण तेच म्हणटात की अरे आमचे आमदार आहात, फोडपाचो प्रयत्न करतात, आमचे फुटनात, काँग्रेसीचेच कित्याक वतात.
See, I feel that the answer to that, I cannot answer why only Congress MLAs. See, the criteria first is that I feel there has to be an amendment into the anti-defection law of the 10th schedule. I think Goa is a prime example.
No, till now all the amendments have happened because of Goa only.
Yes.
So we need one more amendment now.
Yes, we need. I think the BJP is in power. If we could propose it in the House, but it has to be done by our Prime Minister.
Yeah.
So they should propose this. They are in power now. They have
What
the numbers.
amendment you want?
No, that if elected for 5 years, you have to be in one party, or you resign and go. You
Face
cannot.
the electorate again.
Exactly. You have
No
to
two-third.
have the guts to face the electorate.
No 2/3.
And a 2/3 be the fokan.
नाकाच.
Nakach.
वचपा जाय, परत लोकां म्हऱ्या वचात, mandate घेयात, मागीर वचात.
Sarke.
That is you are saying that is the best alternative.
Yes, that is the only
Let
alternative.
people decide again.
Yes.
एक जो प्रश्न येता आयचे घडयेक तो म्हळ्यार 8 जाण गेले.
हय.
8 जाणां भितर एक फॉर्मर चीफ मिनिस्टर आसा, एक फॉर्मर / करंट लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन आसा, CLP लीडर आसा, एक यूथ काँग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट आसा. Don't you think the party is also at fault that so many people within the party are feeling disillusioned with the party?
See, when this criteria was discussed during the party discussion, I was just a member. I joined the Congress party. But yes, definitely there was some criteria. The criteria was that defector are ticket dubano. That was done. My new faces are ticket dubazai. That was done. But I feel somehow that people say mandate halli. There were several other political parties as well. The 66% was divided.
Yes.
You see, that was the prime reason for Congress to go from 24 to 33 or 24 to 40%. That gives a clear mandate. But selection of candidates, I believe at that time That was the decision that was taken by the
आज
party
जेन्ना
president.
म्हणटात की सिलेक्शन सारकी जालें ना, कांय कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी भितर सिरियसली कॉन्टेस्टच केले ना, आतां तर इतली एलिगेशन जातात की पयशे दिवन टिकेटी विकल्यो. हाऊ डू यू लुक एट दीज सिरियस
So,
एलिगेशन?
पयशे दिन टिकेट इंकल्यो म्हूण तें म्हाका दिसता हें पयलीं उलयलो जाल्यार तितून कितें आसपाचें. आज सगळें जायन जरी तर तूं उलयता, आय डोंट लुक एट इट. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी, आय वूड लायक टू tell you that the Congress party, all the 36 candidates were given 20 lakhs officially into everyone's bank accounts as expenses for the election. So no one speaks about what the Congress party gave. So these allegations will happen. Some call it 100 crores, 200 crores, then galpa easy. So I will not speculate on that. I'm too small a leader to speculate on ex-chief ministers and ex-leader of opposition. All I know is that my role in the assembly is to fight for Goa and Goa's issues. And I've been given, my people, my constituency, they have congratulated me that I stood by my values. Yeah,
पण
development.
सगळ्यात चड शॉक कोणाचो की अरे होई गेलो का म्हणून अशें कात जालें ना तुका?
सगळे वयतले मग कोणान चिंतलेले? 8वी जावन वयतले मग कोणान
पण
चिंतलेले
तुका एक खबर आहा न्ही, 2 म्हयने सावन आमकां खबर आशिल्लें पळय हे 5 जाण जर 100% गेले सो ओके वता. पण
See,
खंयची लेवलाचेर तुका दिसलें की फायनली
See,
अरे हाणें वचप का म्हणून?
Finally, there was a group, that was created between me, Elton, Sankalp, and Rudolph, which we were raising a lot of issues. Opposition, we became quite close. So I believe that that must have hurt me a little because we were close and we had decided that we would not at any cost leave the
Sankalp and
party.
Rudolph.
Yes.
तुका जर हें दिसलें की ह्या दोग जाणांचें तुका दिसलें,
Yeah.
एक गजाल सगळे जाण सांगतात, and I am very tempted to ask you this question because you are chosen to be in the opposition.
Yeah.
Now this is a very ironical statement that although people did not give Congress party the mandate and you were pushed on the opposition benches, this is a situation where you are chosen to be in the opposition. सगळे जाण म्हणटात की ओपोजिशनाक रावंड डेव्हलपमेंट जायना आनी आमकां सगळे तो रजांव दितात की तुगेलें डेव्हलपमेंटा खातीर वता म्हण आमी, म्हळ्यार आमच्याच खातीर करतात सगळे, लोकां खातीरच करतात सगळे, विकास करपा खातीर ते वतात. तुजें कितें आतां? तुजो कसो विकास जावपाचो?
मुखेलमंत्री आहा तो होकोत रुलिंगाचो मुखेलमंत्री गोंयचो.
आमदार सांगता न्ही आमकां वतना आपूण डेव्हलपमेंटा वता म्हणून. That's why I'm asking an opposition MLA who has chosen to be in the opposition.
I don't indulge in any theatrics. I will answer straight.
Yes.
कितें करूं जाय? There were several issues in my constituency. Chieftain's memorial was one issue. I think it was not raised for the several 40-50 years.
Yeah.
But I managed to get it. You have to work. See, I would think that you need to be a little studious. I'm a little studious. I do my homework well. I go to the
They have
assembly.
seen your work in the assembly and appreciated it also.
Yeah, I will not accuse something unless I find it. So there is that whether opposition रावल्या काम जायना मोठे कित्याक जायना जोगोणो जायनो जायना जाल्यार आम घालूं जाय मागीर लोकांक सांगपा जाय कोणाय मोते आम कितले आतां फायल गायले कोणाय धरते आम लोकांक घेवन मागीर थिंग वयतले तांकां मेळपाक मिनिस्टराक की बाबा हेचो गायले कोणाय मोते कित्याक कोणाय गामो अरे बीस गेले. आय फील इट इज ऑल सेल्फ डेव्हलपमेंट. द क्वेश्चन डजंट
Not constituency development.
नो वे इट इज नो कॉन्स्टिट्युएंट
सगळ्यांक
डेव्हलपमेंट.
सांगता मात तेच आमी डेव्हलपमेंटा खातीर वता म्हणटात.
हय तें सांगप आसत न्हू तेज कोनू डेव्हलपमेंट. अरे लोक रावतलो लोकांन तुमकां 5 वर्सां टर्म दिला.
You have chosen to be in opposition. तुका हो भंय ना की आपल्या कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीक डेव्हलपमेंट जावची ना, हो भंय ना.
I have chosen the people. I respect the people's mandate. As an opposition MLA, it is my role to play a role of an opposition MLA. So the people will decide my fate in 5 years. I don't mind if they put me back and keep me home. But right now, आमक पगार मेट मरे लोकांलो, आमक पगार मेटा to perform. So you have to just be like a layman there in the assembly. You have to fight it out. पगार मेट लोक दिते न्हू हांकां पगार.
And a job of opposition is more important than sometimes than the job of the ruling.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you have to see the chief minister has been very candid that there should be a constructive opposition. So I don't go and hit below the belt. I don't want to go personal. But issues that are related to Goa and my constituency is something that I will highlight and I will fight.
कन्स्ट्रक्टिव्ह ओपोजिशन तुमच्या 8 आमदारांनी चडूच सिरियसली घेतलें दिसता म्हाका. फुल कन्स्ट्रक्टच घेवन थंय गेले. ब्लॉकच घेवन गेले कन्स्ट्रक्टच घेवन. Let's come to Salcete. Now that's a very interesting proposition from Lok Sabha point of view also आणि असेंब्ली पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑल्सो. आज बीजेपी म्हणटा की आमचे कडेन साश्टीक आमदार आसात. त्याच बरोबर ते म्हणटात की वी आर नॉट व्हेरी मच कन्सर्न अबाउट सालसेत बिकॉज सालसेत इज कंप्लिटली डिवायडेड टुडे, फ्रॅगमेंटेड टुडे. थंय काँग्रेसूय आसा, थंय आपय आसा, थंय इंडिपेंडंटूय आसा आणि आज थंय बीजेपी आसा. सो दे हॅव अ MLA इन नावेली टुडे. आज ते म्हणटा की मडगांवा भितर आमचे कडेन स्ट्रॉंग लिडर आसा. Do you think this bastion of Congress, once bastion of Congress, is no longer with your party now?
See, I disagree with what you say. If you look at Salcete, yes, I would say that the BJP was successful in dividing the votes. But in Salcete, today I am the only Salcete MLA. Today, currently out of 8.
Yeah.
But these guys have taken a VRS. Current MLAs from Salcete who have gone, according to me, have taken a VRS. It is very difficult for them to get elected again. And the people...
You are saying even Digambar Kamath would not get elected in Margao. That's a big statement, Yuri.
See, I am saying very clearly that the people of Salcete and South Goa will teach these leaders a lesson. I am not specifically taking any name. I'm saying
the name I took is included in the group. No?
So that you take it that way, but I am saying that the people are of Salcete. जे मार्क दिसता मार्क उगडा आसा मिशन Salcete मु
मिशन Salcete म्हणनासतना मिशन Salcete केलें.
हय ते डे लायट सारकी मर्डर मरे डेमोक्रेसीची.
But tell me one thing, don't you think that people of Salcete also have lost their faith in Congress? कारण आज तुवेंच सांगलें one MLA in Salcete of the Congress party, very difficult to be in power or at least even in a commanding position in a political space.
See, currently what is the agenda? To them, BJP is the organization we need to target to. They are a cadre-based party. I don't believe they have cadre in most of the constituencies in Salcete. But yes, there are other political parties that have come in. And they are now today elected. We respect that. But by dividing ourselves, we are basically giving advantage to the BJP. So we have to, that is what I am saying, we have to, but there is 4.5 or sahain, the election.
No, Lok Sabha election ही असा. फाल्यां जर Lok Sabha election जर तुम्ही सगळे जण आपल्याला candidate घालपा लागले.
See, that is why आम्ही कित करू नये. See, you agree that the Congress is the principal opposition party. There is no doubt about it. We've got 24% of vote share. How else can you have a medium to discuss that? So, definitely we have to work together. We have to work together, all the opposition political parties, so that BJP is shown the door. But will it happen is a $1 million question.
Yeah, absolutely. But you are today seeing up even RG, of course, Goa Forward as potential allies.
See, with RG, I feel Jay Amdar Viresh, he is a very simple guy and he's got Goa first in his agenda. He's very innocent and a very vociferous leader. I see him to be, in the coming years, to fight for Goa. With regards to Aam Aadmi Party, जे दोन्ही leader आहे, they also were vociferous. They took up several issues. And Vijay म्हाका दिसता, he has shown the way. There is no doubt about it. And he's been there. So definitely we will all work. You know, even Elton and Amge Carlos, we will work even more vociferously in the assembly at least. जे ये amendment आता है, जे रात्यां जे ordinance जाता है, ये सगळे bond जावपा जाय. ही हुकुमशाही बॉन्ड जावपा जाय जाल्यार आमी एकठांय जावपा जाय.
एकठांय जावपा जाय म्हणटना I am going beyond assembly. Do you think there is a need for an electoral alliance?
No, definitely. If you look at the current trend, there is a need, but you have to be reasonable.
Correct. That the nuts and bolts can be worked out later, but you are saying that conceptually there has to be all opposition parties on one platform.
See, I believe that the Congress party had an alliance with the Goa Forward party, and it also जे Aam Aadmi Party were also asked to be part of it, but they didn't want to be part of it. So I feel that is not in Goa's interest to divide. We have to work together, and that should be the agenda in the future.
Yuri, my final question. You have stayed here. How difficult is it to be in the opposition with this kind of a scenario around?
No, see, I feel for me it was a very emotional moment, because I being very young. But the thing is, I have seen these things all through as a young child or a youth. I've seen these governments happening, Gotai, Fotai. I've seen all this and I've heard these things in the past. But yes, I feel that I've created some respect in the hearts of Goans. From the phone calls from all parts of Goa, from my constituency, and I feel that I said that I've some respect in the eyes of my child. I've got a daughter who's 6 years old and a son also who's 3 months old. So I feel that tomorrow no one can question them, and I've done it for the future generations of Goa. We need to fight these destructive projects that are coming, and that is only going to happen that we need to have a clear vision. And I'm proud today that, and I'm confident, I must tell you, Pramod, that the Congress party will definitely bounce back. And it is not something MLA Gelmo party ka bazaina, the ideology doesn't die. Definitely we will bounce back and we will come back.
इतल्याचे आमचा वेळ सारको सोंपला. दोनूच गजाली की तुम्ही जे सांगले की घरा कडेन वचून आपल्याल्या भुरग्यांच्या दोळ्यांत दोळे घालून पळोवपाची मॉरल ऑथॉरिटी एक पेरंट्स म्हण जर आमचे कडेन आहा जाल्यार आमी तशें वागचें पडटलें, आनी तसो तूं वागला. सो हें म्हाका दिसता प्रत्येक राजकारण्यान जर तकल्याक धरलें आमचे अर्दा वयर राजकारणी आनी अर्दा वयर राजकारण सुदारतलें. आनी त्याच बरोबर वी नीड अ व्हेरी गुड फंक्शनल ओपोजिशन फॉर अ गुड फंक्शनल डेमोक्रेसी. तो रोल आता तुमच्याच भुजार आसा. देर आर 3 ऑफ यू. तुम्ही आसात, कालूस बाब आसात, एल्टन आसात. सो फ्रॉम दॅट पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह वी एक्सपेक्ट यू टू परफॉर्म इन द असेंब्ली अँड ऑल द बेस्ट. पळोवया की डेव्हलपमेंटा खातीर खूब जाण वतात. तुम्ही सांगला की ओपोजिशना रावन सुद्दां खूब गजाली करपाक शकतात. ताजें एक उदाहरण तुम्ही तयार करतले इतलेंच मागता आनी थांबता. युरी बाब, प्लेजर टॉकिंग टू यू.
थँक्यू.
तुम्ही पळयतात प्रुडंट. यू आर वॉचिंग प्रुडंट.